Okay, so what have we been doing so far this morning? Well, got up early, drove to Plainwell, hit the sandblaster up there, had a couple sets of rims. One of them was chrome, it didn't blast very well, so I left that set up there. They're gonna do it for me. And I did 3 other wheels and the frame that won't fit my blaster. So now we are getting we're heating everything up here in the oven. Get the oils out of the metal. You want to make sure, you know, everything's real nice when you go to do it. So this is what we're working with here. Got the old frame and the wheels in here, and it's getting nice and warm. So we'll take that up to about 450-ish here, and then hopefully we'll be coating soon, like tomorrow or Friday we'll coat something. So that'll be exciting. Now it's lunchtime. I'm fucking hungry. Alright, you wanna go upstairs? Alright, let's go upstairs. Come on. Come on. We'll go upstairs. Dog, go ahead. Hi guys. How are you? Oh yeah, you get that stretch in. Should we go in? Okay. Come on. Okay. So we're on the way to work. Let's talk a little bit about financials. And not really get into like anything super specific with my financials. But let's start at the beginning. Through my early 20s, I'm 28 now, through my early 20s, my financials were not great. I work hard, I make decent money. I was at the same job for like 10 years until I switched just last year to a different job. But anyway, I made, like I said, I made okay money, and I was, although it sucks and it wasn't necessarily the smartest thing, I was good at leveraging money, I guess you'd say. And I would leverage money not in a good way, not to buy assets. I would leverage it to buy toys. You know, I had a really cool truck, and I have, you know, 6 motorcycles and a ton of different tools and stuff, which those you could classify as assets. But anyway, but I didn't, and I, you know, went on tons of trips and had lots of experiences, which is great because money can't buy those experiences again. But I didn't buy a lot of assets or save money like I should have. And I do pretty good. I sell stuff. I'm a great salesperson. So I've bought and sold everything from dirt bike parts to street bike parts to I've done high-end racing remote control cars. You know, the list goes on and on what I buy and sell. It's kind of like that American Picker stuff. I'll buy anything I think I can make a buck on, because I will. And I still do flip motorcycles. I like buying them and having different ones to ride, and you know, if we make a little bit of money, that's cool. And so far that's been going well. I've been doing that for a few years now. But for 2017 here, really at the end of last year, I want to say probably about September, October of 2016, you know, I'm getting to a point in my life where I need to, I guess for lack of a better word, start growing up, you know, getting more financial independence. I still live in an apartment at my parents' house, which is great because I don't pay any rent. That's awesome. But, you know, and it allows me to buy toys and do different things that I wouldn't normally be able to do. But it's, you know, it's one of those things. I'm getting to the point now where it's like, okay, let's get our stuff together here and start getting our own house and this, that, and the other thing. So anyway, so I started watching on YouTube towards the end of last year a lot of Robert Kiyosaki, I think that's how you pronounce it, the guy who does Rich Dad Poor Dad. I started watching a bunch of his stuff, really liked it. started watching, you know, a bunch of stuff about Warren Buffett, investing, how to leverage money, what to do, you know, corporations, all this kind of stuff that these, you know, people were telling you, hey, you should do. So I started watching it and listening to it, etc. So now I've been reading books, and one of my kind of New Year's resolutions is going to be to try to read a book a month this year. So right now I started with the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, which I'm almost finished with, and I really like it. Now with any of these books, I don't go, you know, all the way into them and be like, oh yeah, you know, this book's gonna change my life and make me a million. I don't look at any information you get, any of those videos about, oh, you know, be a millionaire in 30 days or, you know, 5 years, whatever. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That, you know, it still is a strong, steady work ethic's gonna get you there, and it's gonna take time to be a successful, you know, millionaire or rich person, whatever, however you want to describe it. But these books and these books I read and these videos I watch do have information that if you pick little pieces out of all of them, and if you start to watch them or, you know, read a lot of the different books, you start to notice you see the same things in different books, and those things you see that are the same are probably the things that are going to help you out the most. So anyway, so I've started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad for this month. I am currently about 3/4 of the way through it. Again, it's not the end all be all, but the book is very good. It does help you with kind of figuring out something. It gives you like a broad spectrum. It doesn't like pinpoint individual stuff. It gives you a broad spectrum of stuff. And so I really do like it, and it's helping me. One of the things I've picked out from it that Robert talks about in the book is the like 30% rule, which is you pay yourself first and then you pay everyone else second. So for the 30% rule, what you do is whatever you make in a month, so say at your job you earn $1,000, you take 300 of that right off the top and you put 10% into your savings, 10% into an investment, something, and 10% into charities or whatever. Now again, I've altered this a little bit. I'm trying to not incur or not get any more debt this year. I finally got out of debt last year. I ended up selling off my big cool truck, which got me completely out of debt, zeroed out, and it's awesome. I don't owe anybody anything. I mean, I have my normal monthly like cell phone bill and like car insurance bill that comes. Other than that, I don't owe anything. It's awesome. So I'm trying not to go back to that. So what I do with my 30% is I do my 10% for investments, my 10% for savings. I do 5% for charities, and then I do 5% for a race fund. So when I go to the races, I'm not running my credit card for stuff. I am paying cash for it, which will help out pretty drastically because it's not cheap to go racing. So that's what I have been doing, and that's the main point so far I've pulled out of that book is the 30%. And he says, if you watch any of his videos or read the book, if you do this 30% thing, if you just start doing it and don't question it, you won't even miss the money. And it's 100% true. You don't miss the money if you just say, okay, I'm gonna do it, and you do it. You can learn to work the rest of your stuff around this. And in that position, then you're building your wealth, because you can start doing investments and stuff. Now, obviously it's not gonna happen overnight. You know, I haven't actually done any investments yet. You know, I have my account with my investment money in it that I want to use, and so once I get enough, then I'm gonna start doing some stuff. I'm gonna start real simply, you know, with like a CD, you know, maybe then get into the stock market, because obviously I buy and sell a lot of stuff, so I like the idea of the stock market of buying and selling, because it works like what I do with motorcycles or cars or whatever, but just a lot faster. And then after that, I'm going, you know, the charity stuff is great. I know Zoe, my girlfriend there, wants to go to a benefit dinner for some kid she went to high school with or something. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I have money, we can go do that. And you know, it's basically a charity fund. I'm trying to help out someone or something. So we're gonna go do that. You know, and it basically, like I said, if you follow it and you do it, you won't even miss the money you're pulling out. You'll learn to live off of what you're making. Kind of like you live off of what you're making right now, living paycheck to paycheck or whatever. You do the same thing. So overall, I would highly suggest the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Next up on the list, I have a couple different options. I have Millionaire Fastlane, I think it is, and The Millionaire Next Door, which were suggested to me by some friends. So I don't know which one of those I'm going to read, but I'll do one of those in February. And I'll do a book review. I'll try to do a book review every month where I talk about, you know, what book I'm reading and what I think of it or whatever. I might not be all the way through the books like I am today, where I'm not all the way through it. But I'll get most of the way through it before I do the review. But that way you guys can kind of know what I'm reading. And, you know, hey, if you want to read it too, cool. Financial literacy is an awesome thing, and they don't teach it in schools enough, so it's something I highly suggest for anyone. Even if you think you're financially literate, you might not be. So, you know, maybe check it out, see if knowledge is power. So that's what I'm trying to gain, is some knowledge. So now we're gonna go into work again, because I gotta work every day. Let's face it, I gotta work every day. But we're gonna go in there and work. And I'll go home and edit this. So if you guys like what I'm saying, you can click the little like button down there. You can comment, you can subscribe. It would be awesome. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers here. If you don't like it, you can dislike it. Leave a comment that says, hey, Travis, you suck. It's okay. It's okay. I take it well. I really don't care. I'm still going to make the videos whether you like it or don't like it. But yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.